Hi, welcome back to MiniMStories. Today we're diving into the bright, buzzing world of Funwhole's newest release, the Izakaya set, a Japanese-inspired cyberpunk dream packed with 1,987 pieces, tons of printed elements, and you guessed it, lights everywhere. Let's check it out starting from the packaging. As usual, Funwhole treats us to a spectacular box. Sturdy with sharp, high-quality printing, the front showcases a dynamic scene blending traditional Japanese architecture with futuristic cyberpunk vibes. On this side, we get a preview of the 6 included minifigures, each unique and full of character. There's even cyberpunk-style artwork printed on the inside of the box, a fun little detail that adds to the overall experience. Right on top inside the box, we find the instruction, split into 2 high-quality manuals, along with numbered bags and this bright orange box containing the lighting kit, battery box, wire tools, and a brick separator. The manuals are really well made. Part 1 begins with a brief introduction to the set, followed by character bios for each of the 6 minifigures. Then there's a cool touch, a couple of pages explaining the Japanese signs included in the build. Since many of the printed pieces use Japanese characters, Funwhole took the time to translate what each sign means. The instructions are clear and easy to follow, with steps grouped by bag number. At the end of the second manual, there's a showcase of other Funwhole sets. If any of them catch your eye, feel free to use my discount code and the link in the description. It really helps out the channel. Now let's walk through the building process one bag group at a time. And don't go anywhere. We'll do a full review of the finished set at the end. And this one's packed with surprises. Right away, we see how the Funwhole Cyberpunk series connects. Literally. These sets are designed with special ports to transfer power between buildings. Like my other Funwhole builds, this one sits on a raised base plate, which adds stability and helps hide wires. Why, if you haven't seen how I set up my city with raised platforms and wiring, check the card on the screen or search for Brick City on my channel. Here we also get a first look at Funwhole's special wire management bricks. Clever pieces that let you guide and secure wires without damaging them. And just look at the base. 2 power connectors on the side, a switch, and a power port. It's built for expansion. Bags 2. Still no stickers. Thank you, Funwhole. Everything is printed. But I did notice a small flaw. There are these fun, decorative hats that you put on these Daruma dolls. But they don't stay in place properly. I had to add an extra piece to fix it. It's a minor mistake, but hey, I'll always share my honest opinion. No scripts here, just what I really think as I build. This bag also includes the build of a self-service ramen ordering machine. The restaurant grows and more awesome printed pieces appears. Bags 3. We start on the building itself. You'll see small bowls, a menu board, sliding doors that feel straight out of Tokyo, and the first pieces of the restaurant's interior. It's already looking beautiful, right? With bags 4, we add an elevator, yes, a working one, to take minifigures from the ground floor to the first floor. There's also 2 removable walls, and this one with some really fun details on it. Bags 5. More structure going up. We had the main shop sign here, along with a few more beautifully printed tiles. Everything looks crisp and vibrant. I'm already loving it. With set of bags number 6, we begin the first floor. Bag 7. This section is full of detail. So many touches of Japanese culture. A bonsai tree, sliding doors. Love them. And a tea set. There's also a wire connector linking the first floor to the one below. Even under the table, there are hidden little details. Bags 8. We conclude this building with the roof. And now the takoyaki shop. This little build is separate, and you can choose whether or not to connect it to the main building. Totally up to you. With the final set of bags, we wrap up the build, and what a finish. We complete the store with a big octopus sculpture on the roof, which really brings that over-the-top cyberpunk flair. There's also a fun little bonus. A small robot dog, a quirky extra that fits perfectly in this futuristic setting. Now that the structure is complete, we connect the battery box. But before we dive into the full review, let's take a closer look at the minifigures. We begin with Shunji Miyamoto, once a legendary swordsman known as Iron Blade, now the proud and peaceful owner of the Izakaya. He's traded battles for sushi, but don't be fooled. His salmon filleting skills are just as sharp as his old katana. Next up is Sophie Keller. On the surface, just your average friendly service robot with a polite smile and perfect posture. But behind those glowing eyes, a cold-blooded bounty hunter calculating her next target between drink orders. Now we meet Ethan Carter, a shadowy figure draped in a hood and cloak. His identity hidden, but his presence impossible to ignore. A key leader in the resistance. He radiates strength and unwavering resolve. His mission? To dismantle oppression and guide his people toward a new era of freedom. Next up is Daisho Sasaki, the self-proclaimed boss of the streets, hot-blooded and always ready for a fight. He's full of confidence. Maybe a little too much. His street smarts don't always match his swagger, but his heart is mostly in the right place. Now we meet Isabella Crane, the most mysterious black market dealer in this neon-lit world of steel and chrome. Her signature look? A glowing fish tank on her head. No one knows what's stranger, her deals or the stories behind them. Lastly, we have Changfeng Li, once a legend on the battlefield, now a shadow of his former self. Dressed in shabby clothes and with a liquor-soaked nose, he wanders the alleys of Izakaya, his past glory whispered in hushed tones. And with that said, it's time for the grand finale. Let's turn the lights on and dive into the full review of the Izakaya set in all its glowing glory. Let's take a stroll around the outside first. Right at street level, you're greeted by detailed landscaping, crates, sliding doors, and colorful printed signs. The awnings above are adjustable and beautifully detailed, and yes, lit with bright LED strip lights. Above, there's a Japanese-style meeting room with a circular design that even has a tree growing right through it. Such a clever and unique build. Yeah, this lantern is so simple, but I love the color. The rooftop is also really awesome. Antennas, tubes, fans, and lights everywhere, making this feel like it belongs in a neon-soaked back alley of a futuristic Tokyo. And it doesn't stop at the main building. The Izakaya set includes a full outdoor noodle shop, complete with a ramen machine that actually dispenses a noodle piece. Plus, there's a takoyaki stand, and yes, even a giant octopus chef grilling up snacks. Funwhole really packed a ton of story and character into every corner here. From subtle glow in the noodle shop to flashing neon signs, every part of this build has been designed with lighting in mind. As for the building experience, top-notch. The clutch power is great, color matching is clean, and the printed pieces, so many custom prints, bring this build to life in a way that stickers just couldn't. Inside, the details continue to impress. The first floor is the bustling izakaya, a cozy pub with seating, sushi on the tables, and a full kitchen complete with stocked fridge, fish, lobster, and utensils. The back walls of both the dining area and kitchen are removable, turning the whole set into a little playset for easier access and better visibility. On the second floor, we have the serene Japanese meeting room. Tea sets, a potted tree, and clever use of lighting create a peaceful contrast to the lively ground floor. This floor is also truly packed with details. Take the table, for example. Looks normal at first, but peek underneath and you'll spot some secret files and... Wait, is that a pizza? In a ramen shop? Who's breaking the rules here? Maybe someone's mixing cuisines, or perhaps it's a late-night snack from a resistance member, too busy plotting revolution to bother with chopsticks. Either way, it's one of those little Funwhole surprises that makes exploring the build so much fun. Tucked near, the vending machine is more than just a drink dispenser. It's a slice of daily life in this neon-soaked neighborhood. Lit from within, it hums quietly, always ready to deliver a mysterious can of something fizzy, weird, or possibly radioactive. Maybe Sophie Keller stops here to recharge between missions. Or maybe it's where Changfeng Li grabs a midnight drink, hoping it'll clear his foggy mind. Either way, it's another touch that makes this world feel alive, gritty, glowing, and full of untold stories. Only ramen was delivered to me. No sodas, no mystery cans, just piping hot noodles. Maybe the vending machine knows I'm not cut out for radioactive energy drinks. Before we end the video, take a look at this cat, casually watching from above like it owns the entire block. And over here, someone lost his dog. The dog isn't too far away, but it's gonna need our help. Let's bring in the other Funwhole set we have, the apartment. That's where the dog is, and now, watch how the two sets connect. Thanks to the side connectors, the light flows from one build to the other. What a brilliant design. Well done, Funwhole. And don't worry, we didn't forget about the dog. Thanks to this connection, the little guy finally reunites with his owner. A truly emotional moment. Or maybe not. But at least the lighting is absolutely heartwarming. The two sets fit together perfectly and effortlessly. Just look at that. What a fantastic sight. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And guess what? You can also rearrange the layout. Let me show you. See? Super easy. And that wraps up our journey through the neon-lit alleys of the Izakaya set. What did you think of the build? Do you like the mix of traditional and futuristic styles? Which minifigure is your favorite? The sushi master, the bounty hunter, or maybe the mysterious black market dealer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to see more unique sets like this one, consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you in the next story.